All right, yeah, all right. I kind of shifted around a little bit from last time. Hopefully this is a bit better. Typically I was like right here, but I noticed that the last log was kind of quiet, so I'm like really close to the mic now. So if that's too loud, I guess I'll see once we move on to the next log or and so forth. But it is currently 1:05 p.m. in the afternoon, and it is October 6th. Sorry about the mess that's over here. I just have I still have a suitcase out from when I went out of town, and my laptop's there, and just random garbage basically that I need to go through once I'm done with this exam. Speaking of the exam, which I kind of need to move over here. I'm kind of forgetting that I'm not like full on in the middle right now. Like I am kind of like towards the side so I can be as close as I possibly can to the microphone. So we're just kind of shifting around a bit. So to kind of talk about the exam, right? This actually a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because I want to kind of be in the middle and but still be able to talk into the mic and it be able to hear me. We'll iron this out as we move on and move along through these logs. Um, But yeah, so going to the exam is tomorrow for my one of my electrical engineering courses, and I'm not very confident, but that's kind of half the battle with electrical engineering is that you do kind of know the things that you know, and there's just going to be stuff that you just don't have a lot of time to figure out. Um, we are allowed to have a cheat sheet with this class, but the direction from the professor of what specifically is going to be on the test, even like knowing what specific chapters has been an issue. So with the cheat sheet, I don't know if it's really going to be that helpful necessarily, but we'll figure it out, right? I do have a separate quiz as well tomorrow for another class. That one I feel a bit better prepared for. I'll probably do some more preparation for that later on tonight. Um, or I might do a couple questions really quick now, but or after this, obviously. Um, but yeah, that one, like I said, definitely feel a little bit more confident about that quiz. We have an exam actually for that class this following Tuesday, because I think I already said today is Monday, tomorrow is Tuesday, and that will be the exam, and the following Tuesday after that will be another exam. Um, but dude, this class has just been absolutely chaos. Like it feels like there is very little direction currently with how things are like what specifically we're supposed to be studying for, what homework is like what is expected of us through homework, going through class and going to lecture. It literally is just screenshots of the book, which, many people have had professors like that before. I've had professors like that before, but typically when you go to class, you at least get a little bit more insight. You're able to ask questions. Dude, going into this class is just it feels pretty useless and but um I'm not too sure what else to necessarily talk about, but I do want to try and keep these consistent and try and say something every day. Um Halloween is almost around the corner. Like I said, it's October 6th. We only got a few weeks left until Halloween, which is my personal favorite holiday. Um I play a lot of video games, so actually I've been playing World of Warcraft, which I don't even know if that's still really a popular game or anything anymore. I highly doubt it, but there's an event that's coming out on this tomorrow. Yeah, it's literally coming out tomorrow. So I'm very excited for that. It should be really good. Um, I've been working on a few projects necessarily with the miniature stuff back here. I might actually show my setup at some point. Once I kind of figure out this camera thing, because currently I'm basically just on like a glorified webcam almost. But once if I can get like a proper camera or something like that sort, that'd be kind of cool. But I've been doing some painting and stuff here and there. Not as much recently, obviously, because of like the exam preps and all that stuff. But that's been a few things I've been kind of working on. Going back into school, I'm trying to think like what my grades are right now. I'm pretty good so far. It's currently what weeks we're going into week 7, so I still got all A's for now. But it hasn't been super duper crazy with the other courses. so far. Um, like I said, I've been like an honors program within it that is separate from my electrical engineering degree. So I'm not just taking only electrical classes. I'm also taking some other kind of separate um, courses as well at the same time, where I'm just kind of basically bouncing back and forth between like credit courses or whatever. And that's why I had to take a few classes during the summer as well. Like I've probably taken about 2 or 3 classes during the summer every summer that I've been here, except for yeah, no, about every summer. I think the first summer I maybe only took one, or it might have been two, but like it was a course in like a lab, like an online lab. So basically still one, but you got what, 4 credits. So 4 credits. Um, but yeah, no. I would definitely, if that's like some advice that I would say for this log, take summer courses. Holy crap, are they so good? Like I've have a lot of friends that just refuse to take summer courses, and I do not understand. Like school is hard. School's difficult. School is really, really hard, and it doesn't matter what your degree is. I'm in electrical, and my degree is hard. There's people in business which might have a hard time eating crayons, doing their coloring books. Drawing the lines is difficult. Believe me, I get it. I can't draw on the lines. I'm just kidding. But yeah, even in business, like there is still stuff that is difficult. In every degree, there are classes that are going to just suck and they're going to be hard. And people are like, well, it's going to be so much more difficult in the summer because you're going to have less time. Well, I can understand the argument there, and to an extent, yes. I mean, obviously, summer school is accelerated. The university that I'm in, there are 3 summer schooling sessions, where there is summer session 1, 2, and 3, where I think one is about a month long. Session 2 is about a month long, and I think session 3 is like a month and some change, like a month and a half, maybe almost 2. I don't know. I've never taken a summer session 3. Um, but typically like summer session 1 is literally like I think 3 days after general um schooling ends in that spring, and then summer session 2 is right after summer session 1, so it's kind of around. So yeah, you start for 1, it's like May to a little bit into June, so then 2 starts like beginning of June, end of July, and then July it's, or for summer session 3 it's actually like middle July because you skip over 4th of July, and I think there's some break time in between there, and then it's like July till um I think actually almost a week before school, around the end of August. So I haven't taken a summer session 3. I don't know how that one is necessarily, but with the workload of summer session 1, summer session 2, or the time frame being the same for those two, I can definitely speak on my experience in that. Where yeah, having a significantly smaller time frame to work on information, it can be difficult if you are someone that needs to take a lot of time to, review, take notes, and everything like that. But luckily, I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people that literally fill, like I have a notebook that you can't see over here, but I fill notebooks constantly from doing practice problems because I'm a creature of habit. If I can do it a bajillion times, it's the same thing as like, oh, I just knocked over everything on my desk. But like, for example, as like a gamer, right? This freaking uh controller's all dirty. Need to clean it. Like, right, like your controller, right? This is a controller that I bought from my computer, right? So I could play you know, like like some certain shooter games and stuff, like Halo. Like I used to have an Xbox. I don't really play Xbox really anymore. But when I did, like the Xbox 360, right? You know, you have your controller. I wanted to play Halo on my PC now because Master Chief Collection's great. And so you grab one of these and you have that muscle memory of like being able to do this and not looking at your hands and just looking at the screen and playing. That's the exact same way that it works with, like, in my case, math, right? you know, Being able to know when to use this formula, knowing when to use this specific technique, knowing how to interact with specific problems in different environments is very, very important. And by building those, and to build those muscle memory skills. You just have to continuously keep going. In Halo, keep playing the mission, keep going through the story, playing match after match after match in PvP, learning the how not only your own brain works and how you interact with your environment, but how your environment interacts with you. In Halo or whatever, it's how the enemies attack you, how the other players attack you. And this, it's how each problem asks the same question in different ways. And I still have that issue. I mean, for this exam tomorrow, who knows if I'm gonna know everything because the wording can be different. The each professor does it their own way. Each question does it their own way too. Um, but it's about that muscle memory and practicing constantly, and just building that proper foundation that you will be able to eventually figure it out. And kind of moving away from that tangent, with having less time in summer school, you aren't probably going to be able to do that as much as you want, but you are going to be able to. Think about it. In summer school, I took about 2 or 3 courses at a time. And sometimes those aren't all during the same summer session, right? Like I've had where I had 1 or 2 in session one, or 1 or 2 in session two, and then just one in either or. So this isn't like a full 4, 5 class, 12, 15 credit schedule. This is a 2 credit, or this is a 3 credit course, maybe another 3 credit course, or maybe you're just doing on your own. You're gonna have more time than you really think, even with a condensed schedule. So it really is just about time balance and practice. And sometimes you might not even have to necessarily, depending what your summer course is. Like I've taken many labs during the summer. I'm gonna tell you a really big secret. It's just plug and chug, dude. It's just plug and chug. Like, I mean, I don't want to be that person, but like, actually, no, I am fine with part of college is learning, yeah? Number two, survive. Survive. Figure it out. Do what you can to survive. In some of these summer courses, plug and chug, man. You figure it out, you do your stuff, you turn it in. If there are no tests or anything, and it's just like projects or something in that summer course, finish it. Just get it done, turn it in, have a great day. You know, call it. You know, um, obviously, yes, learning is a very important part of it, but we're all busy. I get it. I 100% get it, especially during the summer when you're just trying to chill out. Do what you got to do. And that kind of goes into like in the summer we are all busy. You might be out of town. You might not even be in the state that you're taking college in. You might be, going back home or whatever if you go to college somewhere else. Um, you might be working a job. I mean, I work a job during school, during summer and during school. Um, like during actual school, like fall and spring. I don't work it too often, obviously, because brutal an electrical engineering schedule like mine can be, but I mean I do still work, and balancing that is still um a difficulty, and I completely understand that, but it is just something that you are going to have to acclimate to. For me, a good way of doing that, making schedules, making a physical schedule. I literally have a document on Google Doc called From Now to the End. And every week on Sunday, I will make a weekly calendar of what, needs to be done, some notes for some things in the future, just kind of reminders of where I need to be, what I need to get done, how I'm going to get done, how I'm going to get it done, what on specific days I need to do, and, you know, just kind of bringing order to the chaos, because I mean, college is chaos basically, and trying to find that balance in there is very, very important amongst many other things, right? um but yeah, I would 110% encourage you to take summer courses. I think I just only talked about the negative things. Let's talk about positives, right? Again, positive and negative, it's short. It is super short. You have 4 weeks, and it is like this, but that means it's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. You're finished. You're done. You passed the class. Your summer isn't that long, but neither is the class. You know, You will get it done. You will still be able to have free time. I mean, even when so I worked this summer, I worked an internship and I had two classes. So three things um, within the same, so these all intersected within that first month of getting out of school. So starting uh, around the 10th of May, give or take, right? Or no, 15th, the 15th of May. So all those things coincided. So working 10 hours a day at the internship, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, from 7 to 5, you know, and another good thing about a lot of summer classes, a lot of them are asynchronous. They are online at your own pace or they're web live. A lot of professors don't want to go into college. Even if they are in person Monday through Friday, it sucks. I get it. But again, it ends really fast. I haven't taken one of those in person ones because they do suck. But I mean, if you have the time, you don't mind driving. If you even live on campus during the summer, can you do that? I don't know. I don't. You know, I'm not sure. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but even with those three things, getting home at about 6 o'clock, working on a few things for like a couple hours, you are done working maybe around 8:30, like working on homework, and you turn whatever that is in, or you kind of get it prepped to finish it later at some other point. You just work a couple hours a night, maybe some in the morning on your free days. I mean, so for me that was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know using Friday to kind of clean up everything as your kind of rush day, and then using Saturday, Sunday as your recovery days. I mean, that worked for me. I mean, it definitely was rough, and it does kind of give you some burnout, especially when you're already burnt out from your spring semester. But again, it is short, it is fat, it's a sprint. Regular school in fall and spring is a marathon. You need to try and stretch your energy. In summer sessions, it is literally the equivalent of chugging a Monster Energy drink and a Red Bull at the same time. Please do not do that. Your heart will explode. It's a sprint. Get it done fast. Even some of those asynchronous classes, they'll open up everything at the start of the semester, pull an all-nighter and get it all done. That is not actual proper advice. I would never suggest pulling an all-nighter, but pull an all-nighter. Just pull one. You don't have to do it all the time. I wouldn't do it in a normal semester. Do not do it for the fall and spring. It is not worth it. Uh, I fall victim to that sometimes, and I accidentally do it. But don't do it. But during the summer, you have more rest days. Maybe you might have more rest days. If you don't have rest days, don't do it. Don't do it. It is not worth it if you do not have like proper days to recover. During school, in the fall, in the spring, you have very few rest days. Don't pull all-nighters. It is so not worth it. It's so not worth it. But during the summer, maybe. Um, hmm. I'm trying to think what else to really talk about necessarily right now. I think that was mostly what I wanted to talk about was just, summer school in a general sense, talking about, the good and really the bad things about it. I mean, the bad things about it mostly are just about timing, timing, scheduling, making sure that you are sticking with the program, hitting the pace that you need to be hitting and turning in assignments on time, like not getting behind. Um, Yeah, I don't really have much new for me necessarily because I did the introduction yesterday, and today I did some studying. Obviously, I woke up around 7:30. I started working around 8:30 on studying and stuff. It's 1:34 right now, so I ended my studying at 1-ish. Um, and then I do have work right after this, so I'm going to go to work in about an hour-ish, and then I'll work till about 9, and then I'll get home, maybe do a quick review or like a quick review ish, and then go to sleep. I'll have one class in the morning for that quiz, and then I'll have a break period of time, and then I'll use that break period of time to kind of just, relax for a little bit, and then do a significant kind of just quick review, and then I'll take the exam, and then I'll talk about it tomorrow. So we'll see if I can actually get to that recording tomorrow. If not, obviously I'll have another log on that Wednesday. So, but yeah, so this is it's currently 1:25 p.m. in the afternoon. It is October 6th, 2025. My name is Mason, and this is To Be an Engineer. Good luck, everybody. Good luck with school. Good luck with whatever else that you're doing. I know we have some crazy stuff happening in the world right now, so stay safe, stay smart, and go Bills.